Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
Hey is.
I'm very tired. Very tired.
Betty tired.
Yes.
That bitch being around again.
Yeah.
Make you sleepy.
Well, that and, you just change, your body changes a lot as a perimenopausal woman. I'd fallen asleep at like 9 and woke up at 11 with really bad cramps like I was a goddamn teenager again. Mm-hmm. And I was awake until 3 a.m. So I calculated I got about 4.5 hours of sleep last night. And Desiree's a solid 8 to 9er usually. Mm-hmm. So nobody's home right now.
That's okay.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Welcome to Adventures of Des and Cort. I'm Cort.
I'm Des.
You want me to go on with my hot flash?
Yeah.
Because it leads right into what you was talking about.
It's probably, yeah. I'm going to hop on your hot flash then.
My hot flash is hormonal headaches and why everything changes. Why we get a new symptom every month. Like the cramps.
Yeah.
Like I never got in the middle, never got cramps. Now like cramps.
Yeah.
At least for 2 days.
Yep.
And the hormonal headaches probably started about 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. And they be kicking.
Well, and the first time you said that, I made fun of you.
You did.
Right? I'm like, whatever. Hormonal headache. Mm-hmm. No, it's true. And when I first got one, I was like, dude, do I have COVID again? Because it was that bad of a headache.
It's the hormonal headache. She's like,
and then the next day, sure enough, I'm like, oh, it was a hormonal headache.
Oh, goddamn it.
Like,
yeah.
I got up and laid on heating pad last night on the couch.
I'd be doing that. Mine's got an extension cord, so then I can have it on the couch. Mm-hmm. And then I take it to my bed at nighttime.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't want to take it to my bed because Corey, he sleeps really hot. Like, he radiates a lot of heat. And then you put a heating pad in there.
Yeah, he'll always.
I would have been the angriest person ever.
I'm like this. I need that so I can sleep. You're going to have to suffer too. They don't suffer enough.
They really don't. Like, his back gets sore, because they have a labor job.
Yeah.
And he's got to go to the chiropractor every once in a while, but.
Yeah.
Yep. That's about it.
Through life, yeah. That was my hot flash, is just that hormonal headaches and why it's got to be something new every fucking month. Until we die. Like, I am... not until we die.
I was like, no, ma'am.
Until...
I will be not fun to
my
be
thing
around.
is why can't... I don't want it to... I want to keep it, if I can, for the hormonal side of it, to regulate things. Mm-hmm. But if all the hormones are falling off anyway...
Yeah.
Why can't you just take it?
Just take it. I'll figure it out.
They're all falling off anyway.
Yeah. I'll figure it out.
Just get it out. But what's yours?
I'm right there with you. I can't even come up with my own shit. Because I really feel like I'm in a fog.
That's okay.
So we'll see how this goes today.
Well, I wrote some questions down in case. We went to the beer fest.
Yes.
Last weekend. That was fun.
It was.
And always kind of a blur when you leave. And it's because we don't drink beer like that.
No.
Like, I'm always like, I'll just get like a one token. So it's just a sip.
Right.
And I always end up picking the beer that's like 7 to 8%.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh.
Takes you out at the knees.
Yeah. But there was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people there.
There was a lot of people. And I can remember it being a little busier in the past, but there was a good amount of people. I think people are getting better about, like, rotating in and out versus getting there at 11 a.m. and staying till 9 p.m. Like, a bunch of just released from prison first beer people. But it was funny to me when we were going through the line to get our wristbands and stuff, and Brenda Robb looks up and she goes, well, hi, glitter tits.
Yeah. I forgot that you said that.
It made me laugh. She totally caught me off guard with that.
Yes. And then we had a few people say that they're glad that we didn't take out the My blunder.
Yeah, your blunder last week.
So dumb. That
was good.
That was good.
It was really good. Today was Sophia's first day.
Yeah.
At college, like on campus. Mm-hmm. And she called me, or we talked last night, and she was super nervous, you know, and I had to remind her, I'm like, it's going to be so different than high school.
Yeah.
You know, and she's still was stuck in that mindset. And I'm like, I've never been to college, but everybody that I have talked to, they all say it's different. I was like, you're going to have such a wide range of people there, ages, everything. Mm-hmm. So her geology lab that she had today only had 5 kids in it. And she keeps calling them kids, and I am too, because, you know,
they're younger.
I said, you're going to have to stop calling people kids. And I go, you got to call them like people or something.
Yeah.
She goes, no, we're still kids. I'm like, okay.
She's like, they all looked my age.
Yeah. She's probably some like 37-year-old in her class or something.
She's a kid.
Yeah. She's excited they're going to get to fly drones in that class.
That's cool.
They learn a lot about mapping and stuff, I guess. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. She goes, he didn't even mention rocks. I was like, I'm sure you'll get to talk about rocks at some point.
Hold on, you'll get there.
She's always loved rocks. You remember when she used to call them crystals?
I don't remember that.
She called them crystals.
But she would have them in a pocket all the time.
Yeah, and there was one time she found, like, she called it a crystal, and it was like a freaking river rock. And I went to make her bed, and I picked up her pillow. And that son of a bitch fell out of her pillow and onto my foot. I was like, why do you have rocks in your pillowcase?
Like, sleeping with my crystals.
Her crystals.
Sleeping with my crystals. So. I do remember that. She always would have them in her pockets. Yeah. Or she would get angry.
Mm-hmm. If you got rid of them.
Yeah.
Her crystals.
Yep.
I have a plant in my house that still has a couple of her crystals in there.
That's funny.
Because I can't
She's
get rid of
always been a little science kid.
Yeah. So.
Good. I'm glad she's having fun. She has another one still, right?
Yeah, she's got a biology lab today.
I bet there will be more kids in that class.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Kids.
Oh, whoops.
See, I'm doing it too.
Let's see. How about a bank robbery?
Yeah, I couldn't even focus.
Mountain Home is a TV show, you guys. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna start writing a script.
It'd be some good entertainment.
We need a crew. We need a video.
Netflix. Crew. Any producers out there? You want a small town good show that's probably gonna make you laugh, make you cry, make you pissed off? Give us a call. We got some ideas for you.
Yeah, well, we will hook you up with the right people for sure. And it's in all areas. So they robbed at the Chase Bank, which is a block over in Kitty Corner from us. That stupid thing had me in a chokehold at work. I was like, they're blocking off another street. Oh, there's EOD. Yeah. I mean, Mom's like, oh, they got dogs now. I mean, because we can see it all out of our windows, all our office windows.
Well, and then we had somebody come by, and they were like, well, they evacuated everybody on this block because, not our block, but the block over from us, because there's a bomb. And Dee and Des were like, we gotta go. Yeah. We gotta get out of here.
I'm like, how can they assess, like, the fallout range? And then Courtney, of course, you know, she's got to mess with you even more. She's like, it'll just like blow out the windows. I'm like, I sit next to the goddamn window.
I had to just get her. She goes,
well, and it's probably because
take me out.
You know, sometimes like when things get a little crazy, I start feeling overwhelmed and then I'm upset easily. There was a thunderstorm.
Yeah, I was gonna just talk about that. Yes.
And I'm telling you, like,
it was a bad thunderstorm.
Yeah. And so we have like a metal overhang over the sidewalk over our windows. And they're huge windows. They're like picture windows.
Yeah, half of the whole side of the building is windows.
Yeah. So I sit by the window and it was thundering a little bit and it was fine, you know, and lightning, and I started getting a little nervous. And then there was one thunder boom that had me running.
And crying.
And then I cried because I was so overwhelmed by it all. Such a dumbass.
She said, oh my God.
Really thought I was going down. I thought I was going down. It's just like when we had the earthquake during COVID, like the day that they shut Idaho down, and then we have an earthquake. And I'm crying. I'm like, it's definitely the end of the world. What?
It's just too much for you.
Way too much.
The loud noise and then the shaking of the building, that's what got you, I bet.
Well, yeah, and the fact that I was sitting right next to the window that was going to blow out.
She moved so fast, she was like, but fuck this. And then you were like, I'm moving desks. You're moving close to the window.
Yeah, you Miss Billy Badass. Not bothered by it. You sit here.
And I'm like, I'll change you. She's like, no, it's okay. It's fine. I calmed down.
It's fine. But yeah.
That was funny.
Mm-hmm. They got the guy, though.
They did. They caught him. Mm-hmm. And the part that got me is he went to his bud's house and said, can you take me to the bank? And his friend was like, sure, I got you. Drove him to the bank, and the friend had no idea he's going to rob it.
Yeah. And then he gets back in the car.
And the friend was like, I'm getting out.
Well, yeah, because the police pulled him over and he got out like, nope, I knew nothing about this. I swear to God. Like,
no.
Have they even released who it was?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He's searching, though.
Yeah. I mean, they had like the military's EOD department out here. They had the county cops. They had the state cops, the city cops. I mean, an ambulance. It was nuts.
Josh was like, the EOD department probably really loved that because unless they're have something locally happen or at war, you know, something out in the field, he's like, they probably have some more boring days. That was probably more an eventful day for them to come clear it.
They're like, we got it. We're on our way. They're like, no, it's okay. We think it's safe. They're like, no, we're still coming. That would be me too. Because, you know, I'm going to go see. Nosy.
He's funny. What else you got?
I have this post, and I want to get your opinion on it and how you would handle it. So it's from that mom's page, right? Mm-hmm. And it says, they posted anonymous, which after reading it, I totally would have been anonymous too. Mm-hmm. It said, what would you do if you found yourself in my situation? I was told Friday that there was a screenshot sent to my sister. The linked Instagram account was my sister's, and she only has one brother-in-law, which is my husband. Ever since seeing this screenshot, my heart has been completely shattered. I 110% believe my husband posted that he's been struggling with a porn addiction for 2 years, and I've been trying to help, in a sense, to be better, but it never got better. It got worse. He also acted super guilty about the whole thing. He crossed a line trying to do this with my sister. I could never possibly forgive him for this one. I know it's time for a divorce or separation. I told him Friday I believed him that he didn't post it so that I can save money to get out. But ever since, he's been extremely clingy, keeps telling me he loves me, and I just have to play along. But it's breaking me in the process. I thought I would grow old with this man. I thought he was in love and the love of my life, but clearly not. I just want some advice. I guess I don't know what to do. I'm hurting bad. And so the screenshot that she provided, it says it's anonymous. I don't know what site this was on or whatever, but it says, what are some ways... So this is the anonymous poster's husband, allegedly. What are some anonymous ways to message your sister-in-law for nudes or sex? She's got a fat ass, and I'm trying to message her without my wife knowing. So people are, responding anonymously to him. One guy says, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then somebody said, can you tag her Instagram so we can see what you're talking about? And it was like a screenshot that he posted of her sister's Instagram account. Like, could you imagine that?
So I saw this in my brain, because those always pop up on my thing. My brain went, what would you do?
Mine did too.
And I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm such I need to get to the bottom of this. Mm-hmm. That it would take me a while. Because there's somebody trying to break them up. Mm-hmm. One, like your brain goes that way. Because who in their right mind would post, here's my sister-in-law's account?
It has to be like a website
that nobody can know who you are.
Yeah, like a bunch of dudes.
Right. But you're posting this picture of her account. So they're going to know if they go to her account.
Right. So it's probably like a friend's husband that was on this thing too. Maybe it was like Reddit or something. I don't know. And they said, dude, isn't this your friend? And then that screenshot got sent to the sister. Like, hey, your husband's being
weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. The clinginess, like she
screams
said.
Guilt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Screams, I did something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Whether it was that or something else.
I'm not huge for divorce if there's kids involved. Like, I'm like, let's try and work it out. But if you have that's hard to get. That would be so hard to get past.
I don't think I would be able to.
It's your sister.
Yeah. And I know I wouldn't be able to.
It's not just some chick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there would definitely have to be a separation.
Oh, yeah.
And before you ever were allowed back in my life, you would have to go to counseling. We would have to go to counseling, and you would have to show that you've changed.
Yeah.
But I just don't.
It was just so crazy to me.
I always feel bad for people that are asking because they're so desperate in that situation. Mm-hmm. But I feel it's just so hard. I mean, you could tell somebody what you think you would do, but unless you've actually been in that situation, I feel like it's hard. I mean, you've been close to that.
Yeah. And, you know, it's so funny because I did go through a time where, like, that kind of was my life. Yeah. It wasn't my sister, but, you know, I was married to somebody that
was sneaking around,
working night shifts, had a burner phone.
Sending gifts and flowers to somebody else.
While we were struggling as a family, and, you know, it's so weird to be on the complete opposite of that now. Like, yeah. And it's not weird, it's a huge blessing, you know, and it bums me out that there's so many people who go through that. Yeah. And you just want them to know, like, there is better.
You're going to be okay.
There is better on the other end. I have never had even, like, the desire to snoop through Corey's phone. Yeah. But I can remember a time in my life with an ex that consumed every bit of me. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't be a good mom or anything because I was just trying to get to the bottom of this. And, you know, we talked after we divorced and everything, and he said, you had it figured out day one. Mm. He said, and I was so shocked that you pieced everything together without me giving you any information. I said, well, yeah.
That shows you right there. And you trust your instinct. Yep. I mean, I feel like a lot of times people don't trust their instinct. Mm-hmm. And
because they don't want to believe it.
That's risky. I mean, that's gone from what you think is a porn addiction that somebody might be able to get over, to you're wanting to send pictures or get pictures of your sister-in-law. Yeah. I know. Oh my God.
I just feel like that's a whole new level. Like,
I don't think a sister or my sister would never want to be around like it would change the whole dynamic.
Oh, for sure. Family
I'll be around you, but I don't want him there.
Yep.
like everything would change, I think.
Yeah.
That would be so hard. I just feel bad for...
Yeah. I just saw it and I was like...
And to have the guts...
felt for her.
Like, she had to have felt just so, like, grasping for anything. Somebody help me. I need some to post that, even anonymously, because I would never have done that.
No. And just that whole... Because it's... I mean, when that does... a version of that happen to you, it's you feel shame and you feel, not good enough and what could I have done different, and I mean your head is just in a million different spots.
Well, you still love that person.
Yeah, and then
so to like have that divide of like I love this person but they did this to me, like
right. Yeah.
Get your brain right. I'm sure it takes a while. I know it did you. It took, cuz at first you're like, I want to say it, like, we got to make this work. I still love you. But then I'm sure the anger sits in, too. Like,
the anger sits in. And then, they say, I do want to work it out. And so you are actively working it out, or you think you are, But my situation was just so different, where he was military and then he deployed again. And I was laying in bed. And
oh, yeah.
I had let Sophia use his iPod to listen to music or something, or play, what was that game? That bird game.
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds. He had it on his iPod. And I had charged it. I put it back in the drawer, and I was laying in bed, and I heard it go off, and I was like, why is that going off? And then I just watched his and her conversation unfold over Facebook, where they were planning he was going to come home from deployment, and they were planning a trip, and he was like, I'll just tell her that I'm going to see my family. And I just watched the whole thing unfold, and I was angry sank. All over again, and my heart sank, and that is when I went, no.
Yeah, that's it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because you do try to give it another chance.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be divorced again. But I was like, I'm not going to spend my life worrying and being disrespected like that.
Well, and I'm sure you want to give it another chance because you love that person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if that person's not obviously loving you back, it's like a smack in the face.
Yep. I mean, I shared a lot more about that than I wasn't even going to talk about myself. I just felt sorry for the girl, but yeah. Anyways, there is hope out there.
Yes.
There are good ones out there, too. Really good ones.
Correct. Oh, you guys. Guess who I got to go golfing on Saturday? Desiree.
Never heard of her.
I said, I think we're going to go golfing on Saturday before the beer fest out on base. I was thinking about inviting you guys, and she looked at me. She said, that sounds fun. I was like, huh? She enjoyed it.
I did.
She had a good time.
I did.
And the guys told us, you guys could be really good.
Mm-hmm. We should.
I got her.
We should totally get real good. I'm into. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I'm into.
Fine. But you ain't gonna be catching me. Like, you ain't gonna put me on a league. Like, just I'll play when I play.
I don't want to do a league.
Yeah. You ain't gonna catch me on the PGA.
No. Well, maybe. Big Mama. What's Big Mama ripping six?
Yeah. I'll just be slinging drinks, though.
Slinging drinks.
Slinging drinks. No ripping six.
Slinging some vodka.
Yeah. Yeah. Vicky. Vicky will be on the course.
Vicky and Brittany.
Yeah. But you can't do beers no more.
No, tequila.
So we're going to have to, you got to have a name, a tea name. Tammy Tequila.
Tammy,
Vicky and Tammy.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Those are our golf names.
All right.
Vicky and Tammy.
You see us on the golf course, I'm going to be upset you don't call us Vic and Tam.
Yep. You say Desiree and I won't even turn around.
It's a lot of fun. And I'm glad I got my friend in it.
I'm a sucker.
I was like, so you want to do lessons? She's like, I don't know. Still don't know about that.
Still a no for me. Dog.
Just take me out and let me play.
Yeah. On my terms. You know how I am. Mm-hmm. It's all about my terms.
Do you have a favorite season?
I mean, I like something about every season.
Same.
You know. But favorite season is probably like the beginning of fall.
Beginning of fall when it's still warm.
When it's warm, but you have like cold days too, and you know, you're transitioning into a little warmer clothes. It's snuggly. You know me.
Yeah.
I love to be cuddly and warm in a blankie. But yeah, that's probably my favorite. Not for like the pumpkin spice lattes, and like you're not gonna catch me decorating for Halloween or anything. But I like football.
You like the
Sundays.
burr months. The burr months are coming.
The burr months. Yeah, I am kind of excited for that. What's yours?
I like summer just because I like the sunshine and warm weather, but I like the beginning of summer and the end of summer.
Yeah, when it's not 105 degrees out.
Yes.
Got an upper lip sweat.
Yes.
Swass. A little bit of swamp ass.
But like you said, the older I get, the more I look forward to every season that comes. Winter for me, I struggle after
Christmas.
Yeah, after
for
like
sure.
January, I don't know, 15th-ish. I'm like, okay, let's start spring.
Right. Well, it's so many days of gray, and then everything's
Dark.
dead too. So the sky is gray, and it gets dark really early.
Short days.
And then we live in the county, and everything's brown, and
Yes.
so then snow hits, and it's pretty. But then I don't know.
Muddy.
I struggle when the snow sticks around for a long time
Why?
because it's just white.
Oh,
Like the ground's white, the mountains are white, the sky's gray, everything is just
see, I like that.
for a couple of days, yeah. But like the year we had Snowmageddon, 2017,
This is my favorite. I'm like, I'm snowed in.
I'm like, okay, that's enough. We lived in town, so when you were snowed in, I pretended I was too. But yeah, I don't know.
I get it. If it's gray, if it's not like blue skies and it's all white and it's all gray and it's just blah.
And then spring hits and you see the green on the trees. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
color,
Yes.
color.
I need some more.
Yeah,
But we're headed into the burr months. Mm-hmm. It'll be fun. I'm excited for football.
Mm-hmm. Me too. We got a tailgate a couple times this year.
I want to. I would like to. Tag along.
Yeah.
Rose told me I could.
Rose did. Mm-hmm. I'll double check with her. I'll fact check you on that one.
She
Just
did.
kidding. You know she loves that. Her and Angelina have that shit down to a science.
I know. They do too. They pull up, unload, have fun, pack it up, take off.
So organized. Like you can't want for anything at an Axtell tailgate.
No.
And like I'm honestly, I couldn't even pretend to know where to even help them.
Right. You
know what I mean?
Can I
You want me to lift something up?
give you some money to prep that
Yeah.
or something? Like,
Yeah. You want me to put the tablecloth down? I mean, they've got like crock pots and all kinds of
heaters.
things. Heaters.
And TVs and
The heaters.
yeah.
Do you remember that year?
You burnt your
My
eyebrows?
lashes.
Oh, your lashes.
Yeah, because it was when we were getting our eyelashes done, the extensions, and Corey and I had just started dating. It was that for our first like fall together, and I went to a tailgate and they had the heaters, you know, the propane ones with that screw on top of the propane tank. Well, I bent down to get something out of the cooler, and the heater was right there, and it didn't. I mean, it was on, but it didn't look dangerous. It went woof, and my eyelashes like melted. I was like, oh my god! I was so glad it was dark outside and nobody saw it.
That was funny. I remember that.
It's like, dude, I melted my eyelashes. Accident prone.
Accident prone, always. Mm-hmm. You got anything else?
I mean, not real. I guess I'm talking more today than I thought I could.
I got questions.
Okay, let's hear them.
Okay. Oh, Have you ever had any crazy nicknames?
Like for me?
Yeah. Like family nicknames.
So it wasn't a crazy one, but I think it was a nickname that I wasn't supposed to know about. You know where I'm going, right?
It's the first one I thought of. I was like, I got to bring it up because it's a good story. I got a good one too.
And I won't call this person out, but if they listen to this, they're going to know who they are. But there was a time when we weren't friends. Uh-huh. And she thought it was really funny to call me Des the Les. And tell people she thought I was a lesbian. Des the Les. Isn't that fucking rude?
It is rude. And you weren't meant to see it, probably.
No, I wasn't meant to see it, but it got back to me. And it makes me laugh now because, like, when I do see her, I want to be, funny and be like, so, Des the Les is here. Jerk.
I got one kind of like that. I don't think I was supposed to know, but I found out via Corey.
Oh, that was a good one.
She called me cuntney.
Yeah.
Sorry for that word. I know a lot of people don't love that word, but
yeah.
So now we joke around. His ex-wife, his second wife, did not like. She really liked to control Corey, and she did not like Corey hanging out with Josh and I. And he came over and was hanging out one time, and she called, and I remember saying something, but I didn't say anything to her. I was just talking in the background, and she was like, "Tell Cuntney."
Yeah.
Dang. He got off the phone and was laughing, and he's like, "She called you Cuntney." Mm-hmm. My other ones were, my grandpa called me Cort the Sport when I was little because he said I always flirted with boys. So he always called me Cort the Sport. So then when I ran in junior high for, what do you call it?
Student council?
Yeah, student council. Christy Cumby helped me, and it was Vote for Cort. I can't remember. It was so good. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Dang it. I'll have to remember that and come back. But the other one was Cortisha.
Cortisha. Yeah, your hood name.
My hood name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Street cred Cort.
Street cred Cort. I've had a lot of nicknames.
Yeah. It's all your different personalities.
Yeah.
Your schizophrenia.
I just love a nickname, and I love to make nicknames for people.
Yeah. My family just called me Des. Oh, my dad had nicknames for me and my sister. We were the Booty Sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Big and butt. Yep.
That's funny. Why the Booty Sisters?
Because we both had big butts.
Big butts. Mm-hmm. And he just big for tall? Because she's like big. Oh, big butt. Yeah. Both of you.
Yeah, like
I always thought you meant like one was big and one was butt.
Yeah. So like big butt.
Gotcha. Okay, I get it now. No. I never got that part.
Yeah, the Booty Sisters, big and butt.
Other question: what is there one habit you wish that you didn't have?
I don't know.
I know it took me a second too. I'm sure there's more that I have.
I have a habit of being super ass lazy in the morning. I wish that I had to get rid of that habit.
Super ass lazy. I wish I could get rid of that habit.
And it's not every day, but there are some days when I'm just like, it's the ADD for sure. But like, if I get too far into something, I'm gonna rot. You know what I mean? Like, if I spend too much time in the morning watching TV or on the phone, like there's a very fine line that I have to be careful not to cross.
Because you're just done.
Yeah. And then the whole day I'm the most unproductive person. But then the next day I cram 9 hours of work into 2 hours because I'm so crazy. That's probably it. Stop being a super ass lazy person.
Mine's kind of close to that. Mine is thinking I have more time than I do.
Oh yeah.
Me and my
time
husband,
blindness.
Yeah, me and my husband both have that.
Mm-hmm.
We think we have more time than we do. Mm-hmm. That's one I wish. I know there's more.
More habits that you have that you wish you didn't?
Yeah, I'm sure there's more.
See, when I think of habit, I think of like
something you
drugs,
do all the time. No, just like something
alcohol.
Something you do all the time that you just wish that you were like,
Yeah, not be so damn lazy in the morning. That's mine. Mm-hmm.
What's one thing you do to avoid an uncomfortable situation?
Oh, I am a professional at that. I will suffer and not let anyone know that I am uncomfortable.
You can tell.
Because I don't want to have like an uncomfortable conversation, you know? I'm just like, it'll be fine. It'll all blow over, whatever.
I think that's so funny though, because the people that know you though know when you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like it's written all over your face.
Yeah, I think my eyes get as big as freaking saucers and
you get quiet.
Yeah. I avoid eye contact too.
That's what I do. That's my thing. Like if somebody's, even if I'm watching TV and it's uncomfortable, I'm looking down. I'm not looking at the TV. I'm like, I'm so embarrassed for you.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable.
Secondhand embarrassment.
Or, well, let me put my coat on.
Yeah.
I make it awkward.
I gotta go.
I start explaining too much. Because if somebody's awkward, sometimes either you like try to make it funny or you try to lighten the mood. And then it's like too much. And now it's like, hey, gotta go.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that was way too much. You really just told them exactly who you are. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to get better at uncomfortable situations, but I'm just not the greatest at them.
I don't mean like, and I don't mean like you being in it, but like being around it. Like if there's uncomfortableness like around you, like not the confrontation part, but like if there's something going on around you and now you're like,
I'm terrible at it.
We're uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then I start talking about random shit. And I'm like, I need to get out of this. How do I do it? There's been times that I've gone to the bathroom and hid in there. I'm like, I don't care if they think that I'm just taking the biggest dump. I'll be standing in the bathroom leaned against a wall.
I feel like I've seen you in a few uncomfortable situations too where you're like, I gotta go clean the curtain.
Yep. See you later.
Do you need help cleaning anything up?
Yep. I do that.
Yep, you do that.
I'm like, here, I'll get that. I'll get that. You go deal with that, because I don't know why I'm like that. Avoidance.
Well, you want to run. Most people
out
do.
Of my skin.
Most people do.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. Get me out of here. I just won't look. And then I'm like, now you're making it awkward.
Yeah. I'm like looking at the TV but down.
Yeah. Or looking away from the person. Like if there's a couple fighting or something, you're like, I'm just going to act like I'm not here.
They're not concerned about you being in the room.
No. The only other question I have is, you got any 5 to 10 year goals? Got anything you want?
You need to eat something, homie.
It's the other issue. I have had a pretty good breakfast. I just need. My stomach is real growly today.
Oh, yeah, it's processing. Digestive enzymes.
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
5 to 10 year goals. Just keep being a bad bitch.
Ooh, I like that. That's
just keep being a bad bitch.
I like that.
Welcoming, dorky 40s.
Dorky 40s.
I don't know. I would like to go on a really good vacation. My aunt just went to Scotland, and I would love to go. I was talking to Amanda, my friend, and she was telling me that they're going to go to Scotland, Ireland, and England, because she's from England, in 2026.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. Kind of invite myself, But we'll see. I would just love to go to Europe, probably.
Yeah, I would like to do that. go to the Basque Country. I've always said that with my kids because Isaac's like, if you going, I'm going. And Adriana's like, if you're going, I'm going.
Y'all better start saving.
That I would really love to buy a cabin. I don't know how far out that one is, but I would love to do that at some point.
Yeah.
And then just really enjoying myself and my people and being comfortable in my own skin.
I bet that's a 5-year. I bet you could own a cabin in 5 years.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yep. So if you know anyone that needs a home loan, have them call Des and Cort.
Yeah.
We got cabins to buy
and vacations
to take.
We took one bestie vacation. We need to do that too. Mm-hmm. We got to take our adventures so we can talk on here about some adventures.
I know.
We need to do that.
We do.
Write it off.
Yep.
Well, that's it.
Hope you liked it.
See you later, homegirls.